What's going on, my beautiful creatures of the internet? My name is Chase. I am aka Timmy Turner Gaming, and I'm new to this whole YouTube and content creation thing, so forgive the awkwardness, forgive the probably poor video structure. I'm trying. So I wanted to give an overview of the DJI OM4. It's the 2020 model of the DJI phone gimbal. And I know today's September 8th, the day I'm recording this, they actually just came out with the DJI OM5. And so the reason I'm doing this review is because I want you to be able to, I know there's 1,000 of them on here and mine's probably not the best one, but I want you to be able to decide for yourself if you want to dish out the 160 for the OM5 or save some money and get the OM4 for $129.99 brand new on Amazon. Or you can do the used option, which is what I did personally, and I picked mine up for 100 and actually no, I lied. It was 91 after tax, so it was like 80 something bucks before. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. So as you can see, the DJI OM4 offers a very sleek and compact design. Makes this thing very easy to carry with you whenever you travel anywhere. Folds right up just like this. And whenever you're ready to use it, you just simply unfold it like this. It's ready to go. And then to make it even more fun to use, comes a little tripod. Now this tripod just simply screws into the bottom right here. There's two little notches, one right here and one right here. You just want to line those guys up. And there we go. As you can see, they're lined up. And then these just open up like so. And there you go. You have a full tripod on your DJI device. Now, I want to tell you about my favorite feature of this thing. Before I get into all the controls and all that, my favorite feature is the active tracking. And so what that does is, and I was actually using it in the very beginning of this video, if you didn't notice. What that does is you'll attach your phone to it, launch the DJI Memo app, and just press the trigger one time. And what that'll do is it'll put it in active tracking mode. So your phone, the gimbal rather, will actually actively track the subject. So me, for example, if I move around, it'll actively track it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of that now. Okay, so I probably look a little homeless. Please don't check the drip. But this is actually the active tracking feature on the DJI OM4. And as you can see, it does a pretty damn good job. It's kind of creepy. Your phone's just turning towards you. But like, you don't even run. I'm too fat to be doing this. Oh, juke it out. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, it does. It's really impressive. I can't seem to break the line of sight. Let me try turning my back and walking away. It's still following me. Like I said, super useful if you are a content creator and don't have a cameraman. Kind of is your own personal cameraman. Very useful. I don't have an issue with it. Almost impossible to break the line of sight with it and get it to glitch out and do its own thing, even with, I don't know what you can see behind me, but trees rustling, it's windy out today, and it doesn't seem to be having an issue. So now I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, that's impressive. Anyways, let's jump on to the next thing. Okay, so as you can see, this is the DJI Memo app. This is the screen that will pop up whenever you connect your device to your Memo. Now in the screen, you have tons of different stuff you can do. Now it's flashing Bluetooth up in the top left because mine's currently not connected because my device is not on, as you can see. So your left side of your screen is your toolbar. This is where you have different stuff from, hang on, let me change it. So over here you have different options. So for example, I'm not going to mess with what says auto right there because I don't know what that means. 4K 60, you can change your resolution and frame rate. Bear in mind, some features will not work on 4K 60. They're only optimized for up to 1080. For example, glamour effects will not work on 4K 60. Now you have the 3 dots at the bottom brings you to this, which my gimbal's not connected as it shows, so I can't change any of this right now, but your zoom speed will obviously change the rate at which it zooms, which is what this guy does right here. You go up to zoom in or back to zoom back. And then you have invert pan control, invert tilt control, it's a lot of preference stuff. Now this gimbal auto calibration, what that does is if you connect it to your phone and your phone's pointing up like this, you'll calibrate it, and what it'll do is it'll find the sweet spot where it's level, and it'll level it out and make it look more, natural, so you're not having to battle with that. Now, one of my favorite, let me actually connect this real quick before I show you this next one. So one of my favorite features is the horizontal gimbal adjustment right here. What this does is the little magnet that comes with your phone, which I'll show you here in just a second. You'll tap this, and the lines right here will tell you where to place your magnet so your phone's centered and balanced. Or clamp, rather than, it's a magnetic phone clamp is what it is. So anyway, it'll tell you where to place it on your phone so it's balanced. And so what that magnet looks like is this. And then this pops up right here. I just usually leave it on 0. Don't really know what it means, but good rule of thumb, put it on 0 when in doubt. So anyway, let me get this off here and I'll show you the magnet. This is the little phone clamp that comes with your DJI OM4. Super good quality. It's like some kind of metal, as you can tell. Padded on the sides too, so it's not going to scratch your phone. For example, I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and if you have this phone, the sides are beautiful and you don't want it to scratch. So it is padded so it won't scratch your phone. As you can see right here, if we'll focus, there's a camera icon with an arrow. And so you just want that arrow, or that camera icon with the arrow, to be pointing towards your camera on your phone whenever you mount it. And now back to the measurements. The sides, as you can see here, is what you'll just line up with your little guides. I probably made that a lot more complicated than it needed to be, but oh well. All right, so now moving on to the next thing in the app. On the right-hand side over here, if you see me moving it, you have different options. So we're currently on video, which I've pretty much gone over a lot of the stuff. I mean, there's still a lot more stuff I could go over, but those are my favorites. Now we have slow motion, which I'm not going to show because I've never used it before. Dynamic zoom. I have time lapse, which is really beautiful. I'm actually probably going to take a time lapse so I can throw that in this video too. So if you see a time lapse in here randomly, I recorded that on the DJI. And then we have a hyperlapse, which I've never used and don't even want to go over it because I don't know how to use it. So now going up here, we obviously have photo mode where we can take photos and do all kinds of cool stuff. Pano, where it has the clone me feature, which I will demonstrate here shortly as well. And then we have story. So now if you're like me and you're a noob, you're not good at editing, you don't know what the heck, editing just stresses you out. This is designed to make quick stories for you to post on social media without you even having to edit it. The app actually does all the editing for you. Okay, so here is the Clone Me feature. The Clone Me feature does exactly what it says it's going to do, and that's clones you. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy started, and so you'll see here in just a few minutes on screen what it does. Exactly this right here, and now we have a beautiful clone panoramic shot, I guess is how you say it. So don't know how useful it is, but it's super fun. I mean, I like it. I'll probably post this to social media, get made fun of again, bullied some more, made fun of. I'll cry. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. I'm going to toss a random time lapse in here, so here you go. Okay, now before I shoot this time lapse, I just wanted to show you how easy it really is to do. Obviously, you're going to go to your right here, and you're going to choose time lapse. This will pop up. Anyway, so once you do that, you're just going to set your gimbal down on a flat surface on your tripod. And then you want to use your joystick to move your phone to get the shot you want. Right there looks good to me. And then you're just going to hit the red record button and leave it be for, I don't know, however long you want. One thing I forgot to mention, this black drop down right here, you can adjust the interval. So say you want to take, let's see here, say you want it to last for 5 minutes, which is what I'll do, 5 minutes, and you want it to take a picture a still shot every 5 seconds. You can set that, and then you can set a path too. So to do a path, you use your joystick, you set it to where you want it. Let's say we want it to start here. Hit the plus button, move your joystick again. You want it here, hit the plus button, and then it'll move from there to there and keep doing its thing. So that being said, I'm gonna let this thing take a time lapse, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I wanted to answer the question, should you stick with the OM4 or should you upgrade to the OM5? Or if you're new to gimbal, should you buy the OM4 or the OM5? All in all, the biggest differences you're going to see is, as you can tell in this photo right here, the extension pole, which I think looks kind of goofy. I guess that's good for getting different shots, higher angles, if you will. And there's a slightly different design. Personally, I prefer the design of the OM4. As you can see on here, everything's just kind of rounded on there versus the OM4. There's a flush surface where the buttons and the joystick is. Other than that, it has a little bit better of active track, so it says. I haven't had an issue with the active track on my OM4. It's still portable and foldable, same with the OM4, same magnetic design. OM4 has shot guides, and I don't know about a 3-axis stabilization, but I know it gets the job done. So this guy, the OM5, does come in 2 colors, sunset white, which you can see right there, kind of like a pinkish looking white, and Athens gray. They don't look too terribly different. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing. I personally would recommend not spending an extra $40 to get basically the OM4 that can extend. OM4 gets the job done, and again, you can go to Amazon, type in DJI OM4, and click on it, or tap rather. Scroll down, you'll see buy new, and you'll see buy used, very good. And there we go, $104. Or you can go other sellers and you can see all kinds of different prices. I got mine for $85, after taxes $91. So anyway, there you go. Alrighty, so I know there's a ton of other stuff to go over on this guy. Also to note, it comes with more than just this clip to mount it onto. So just make a note of that. I was just wanting to make this as simple as I possibly could, just for your viewing pleasure. And so I'm not rambling on because, like I said, I'm a noob at this whole video thing, and this is probably not going to be a very great video, but I'm going to freaking try, you know. They're just going to get better the more I put these out. I'm trying to do once a week, okay? So once every Wednesdays when I'm trying to pop a video out of here. If you could just go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe, you know, why not? Just why not? I danced on the camera for you. Like and subscribe it, please. Why not? What do you have to lose? Please!